In this video, you will learn how to add and subtract expressions. Remember that simplifying expressions means to put the expressions into simplest terms to make them simpler to work with. In our first example, we have two expressions that we are adding together. 3x plus 2 plus x plus 5. Notice I just took away the parentheses. That's because when we're adding expressions together or adding terms together, if there's nothing negative and nothing being subtracted and no distributive property, we really don't need those parentheses. It was just separating the two expressions. So now we just have a large expression that needs to be simplified by combining like terms. So let's look for like terms. We have positive 3x and positive 1x. When we combine those, we have 4x. And then we also have the constants, positive 2 and positive 5, giving us positive 7. So our simplified expression is 4x plus 7. We just took two expressions and added them together. Now let's take it a step further and include the distributive property in our examples. Remember, the distributive property tells us that we need to distribute by multiplication whatever number is right next to the parentheses. So we would distribute this 5 by multiplying it by the 3x and by the 2. The tricky part can be when the number in front of the parentheses is negative or being subtracted. You have to remember to distribute the negative too. In this example, we have the same two expressions we had in example 1, but instead of adding them, we're going to subtract them. 3x plus 2 minus the whole expression x plus 5. So that minus is really like a negative 1 being right outside the parentheses. So we need to distribute a negative 1 to the x and the 5. Negative 1 times x is negative 1x, or just negative x. Then negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. We can just write that and make it look like minus 5. Now that 3x plus 2 hasn't changed, so we're just going to copy it exactly like it is on the next line. Now we have 3x plus 2 minus x minus 5. Let's find the like terms. 3x and negative 1x are alike. That gives us 2x. And then we have the positive 2 and negative 5. When we combine those, we end up with negative 3. So our simplified expression is 2x minus 3. We're going to look at some more complex expressions. Let's see how important those parentheses are. In example 3, we have negative 5x plus 5 minus 4 plus 8x. See the parentheses? We need to distribute the negative 1 to everything inside the parentheses. Do you think we need to distribute this negative also? I hope you said no, because there are no parentheses here. The negative only goes with the 4. It has nothing to do with the 8x. So let's go ahead and distribute the negative 1 to what's inside the parentheses. Negative 1 times 5x is negative 5x. Then we distribute negative 1 to the positive 5, and we get negative 5, or minus 5. Then we can just bring down the rest, the minus 4 plus 8x. Our end goal here is still to simplify this expression, so let's find the like terms. Negative 5x and positive 8x. Put those together, and we have positive 3x. We can just write 3x. And then we have our constants, those terms that have no variables, negative 5 and negative 4. And that gives us negative 9. So our final expression ends up being 3x minus 9. That expression is equivalent to the first expression at the top. Example number 4, 11 minus the quantity of 3x minus 6 plus 2 times the quantity of 4x plus 5 minus x. I see a couple sets of parentheses, so we need to make sure that whatever is right in front of them gets distributed if it's supposed to. The first set of parentheses has a negative in front of it, so we need to distribute negative 1 to everything inside the parentheses there. The next set of parentheses has a positive 2 in front of it, so we need to distribute positive 2 into those parentheses. To start with, we can just write down the 11 because that part is not going to change as we go from one step to the next. Now we'll distribute the negative 1 to the 3x. So we can write down negative 3x or minus 3x. Then we distribute the negative 1 to the negative 6. Negative 1 times negative 6 is positive 6. Then distribute positive 2 to the 4x. Positive 2 times positive 4x is positive 8x. And positive 2 times positive 5 is positive 10 or plus 10. Now the minus x hasn't changed, so we just bring that down to the next line. Now we can start looking for like terms. There are 3 terms here that have x's: negative 3x, positive 8x, and negative x, or negative 1x. If we combine those, we're going to end up getting positive 4x. And then we also have 3 constants: 11, positive 6, and positive 10. 11 plus 10 is 21, and plus another 6 is 27. So that gives us the expression 4x plus 27. That's equivalent to the expression on the top line. Now you should know how to add and subtract expressions. Thanks for watching.